I kind of want to do one of these. I mean, it could literally, it does not matter. Bloom was turned up, yeah. I think we'll suspect Decius because I don't fuck with Decius. I need you to take care of some things urgently.
Sounds serious. I'm listening.
Oh, interesting. You can tell him to do any of these things. The Narc quest line. Yeah, I just figured we should just see what the Narc quest line does. Let's save the dying person.
Oh no. All right, I can do that.
Oh, you can do it all? Oh shit. I bet if we make Galerius go and do all of this stuff, they'll vote for him.
Poor Virgil. Poor Rufius too, I guess. All right, got it. What? Are you... You're serious, aren't you? I doubt Domitius will let me talk to him, but I'll make sure he passes on the message. All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood. I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
I didn't realize. I don't know that I... There we go. I don't know that I'd spoken to him to find out that you could have him do more than one thing. He just believes us on all this. In past cycles, he's been like, hey, if you say X, Y, or Z to me, I'll totally believe you. Because in past cycles, I'm pretty sure we reveal to him that we're in a time loop, and he's like, sure thing, buddy.
On your best behavior, I trust.
Yeah, Galerius just got good guy energy, you know?
Oh, another one fresh out of the baths, I take it.
We're not gonna talk to you.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
We've had this conversation before.
We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here?
It's true.
I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
We've had this conversation too, and I'm in a hurry.
Seems rather brash.
Yo, thanks, Hakun. I didn't even see it.
Why have you sought
so
me
fast? The culprit is usually me. Can we talk about who's gonna break the golden rule?
Of course. What is it?
I think I know who it is. Do we do Decius, or who's the guy who goes and starts a fight? Is that Rufius? Domitius is the fisticuffs. We'll go Decius. Well, yeah.
Why do you say that?
He's been trying to intimidate people into voting for Malleolus.
So I'm told. This is truly atrocious.
Wait, maybe that means that he'll get put in jail and we can get Galerius.
Of our democracy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. But before we proceed,
It was not me because I was GPG, then cleaning up dinner, then refilling water. Yo, GG's. It's him.
Well then, in that case, as much as it pains me to do so, I must act decisively to ensure the survival of my people. As magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy of Rome and authorize his execution by your hand, forthwith.
I'm not sure it's him. How would I execute him?
Any way you can. I would think that bow you're carrying should suffice.
Won't that break the golden rule?
I don't believe so, no. It's not a crime to carry out the lawful order of a magistrate.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you're wrong. I'm just going to tell you, you're wrong.
So now you're an expert on Roman law, are you? Listen to me. We are cut off from the Empire down here, fending for ourselves
not gonna work.
on the brink of annihilation. If ever there was a time to dispense with legal procedure, it would be now. Think of it as an act
He was a
of
dad.
preemptive self-defense. Think of the lives you'll be saving.
This really is quite the ethical conundrum. This doesn't feel right to me.
Perhaps you would prefer the feeling of being responsible for the deaths of everyone in this city. Now is not the time for cowardice in the guise of philosophical introspection. Now is the time for action. You have your order. Carry it out.
All right.
Thank you. Please act quickly before it's too
Yo, what's up, Reina? That is a false equivalency, honestly. And kind of a fucking big
Whatever are you
one.
wearing?
Not yet. Not yet. We buy this vote.
How'd you do? Hello there.
You'd never believe me if I told you.
Well, I'll take your word for it. But perhaps you'd be interested in selling it to me. I mean, it's not as if
My
you have
tactical
any use for it down here.
It's not for
Oh,
sale.
well, let me know if you change your mind. For now, can I help you with something?
Oh, I should have sold him the information. Who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Centius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
Oh, let's talk about
Certainly.
something else.
Very well.
We need to talk to the lady. Where's the lady?
Really? That's incredible. Oh, what a relief.
Wasn't she on the balcony? Oh. It is kind of like Skyrim if Skyrim was a puzzle.
Are they?
Okay, well, Galerius is not doing his errands. He's just standing here like a fucking dork. Go do your errands. Alright, fine. Oh my god. Literally Galerius causing everyone.
Don't believe a word they tell you. Shalom, friend. I don't. But even if I did, I'm not going.
I feel like it's very telling if a population doesn't want to vote for
I
their
have
current person in
unfinished
power,
business.
because he shouldn't go for re-election.
All right, friend. Thanks for the chat.
Yeah, isn't that such like an interesting concept? That's really wild, huh? How do y'all feel about coconut trees? Well, a coconut fell on my head once, so I have feelings about it ever since then, you know?
Citizens, I have an announcement. Malleolus has withdrawn his candidacy from today's election. Unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall, Centius will be re-elected
starting to hate them.
magistrate by default.
About half of these characters are kind of made to be hated.
Myself, if that's all right.
Of course, Galerius, that's your right. Citizens, the election will proceed.
Here we go.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them?
I'm really I'm busy right now.
Oh, of course. I'll leave you to it then.
Yeah, that's our new leader. Where did the lady go? How did she disappear so quick?
A new face, are Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do
We're
I
getting
owe the
into
pleasure of
invasive
this visit?
species territory. What's the
It must
status of
be
the
completed
election?
by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Galerius, the challenger. Why do you ask?
What's your role?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Okay. We start the election
As
now.
I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk, but I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason.
Oh wait, I didn't buy my...
As you wish. Certain. See you.
I didn't buy my vote. I need to buy one more vote. And then we needed to see if we want to fight this other dude or not.
Salve. Hello there. Well, now you're talking. I'm interested.
How about 100
How about 100
denarii?
denarii?
5,000. 2,000.
Oh, that's a little excessive, don't you think? It's not the bow of Ulysses we're talking about.
Think of it as an investment.
All right. But I'm going to need you to tell me before I pay up.
Deals off.
Wait. Let's not be too hasty, friend. I just want a little assurance that I can trust you, that's all.
I managed to get the bow, didn't I?
I suppose you're right. All right, you drive a hard bargain, but here's your money. Now, the location of that bow.
It's in the Shrine of Diana.
What? But I already knew that, you imbecile. Everyone knows that. I can't take that golden bow because stealing from the goddess in her own shrine would break the golden rule. You promised to tell me where I could get one of my own. What is this? Some kind of joke?
You gave me what I wanted and I gave you what I promised. Yo, Odysseus, get shit on.
I don't believe this is happening.
I do love a good loophole. This was fun. We should do it again
Don't even talk to
sometime.
me. Don't even talk to me.
He won't talk to me now. Now I have to do the loop again. I kind of don't care though, because I've got 10 grand now. I can go do this quest.
How come you're allowed a weapon?
There's
and
more
I'm
quests
not?
than I can do in one loop, anyways.
Whatever. Just remember.
Okay, what else could I do? I could ask her about appealing to the gods for help, because the election is gonna fail again.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
Ave again. Did you find... Oh my. That is quite a lot to take in. You'll have to give me a moment. Let's see. If that is indeed the case...
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
I suppose we'd better figure out what to do about it, hadn't we? We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus
You play this game, but you have to get 100%. We can make you reset a loop with donos. Oh my god.
The underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through.
I feel like
secret
everything
place.
is locked
So
behind
it seems you have 2 options.
the guy
To
who's locked
confront
up
the
right
god of the
now.
underworld head on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide. Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh.
I think this is the one where I need
That
the
option would
4.
be the boldest, as I said. I'll admit. So, who knows? But first, you'd need an. The problem is,
Yeah.
I suspect the It looks as if you. It's the.
Okay, let's talk about something else. How about Proserpina or a guide?
Both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know, it's said, the god of the...
That's horrible.
It is. The gods are a mirror image of man. If the stories are true, I imagine she's as desperate to it. The problem is, how do we... Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also...
I hear fear.
Truly? And you're only bring... Then again, can you tell me more?
It's always the same voice.
Fascinating. Perhaps, if she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
She said wait against the current.
That is strange. There are no rivers here. Let me think on that.
Perhaps I need to get to the upper cistern.
Right, because the current flows into the city through the aqueduct and into the upper cistern. I vaguely recall wondering what was in there, but the door at the back of the great temple is locked up tight. You might be able to get a key from the magistrate, but if that doesn't work, perhaps you can find another way in. Let me know if you find anything in there.
Okay, let's get back to it.
You. Although you may not need her with...
Okay. Give me the key.
Keep an eye out for
Citizen, we'll speak again after
you do keep stuff between the loops, yes. We'll speak again. Okay, well, I've gotten myself into a little sticky situation here.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh shit. I'm getting shot. So that didn't work, just like we thought. Same Ash. They totally did that on purpose. And I was very excited for a second. I was like, oh my god, it did work. This is progress. But no. We're gonna go straight to try and get into the upper cistern. I want to do that one first. Rather than the vote. Hey, bud.
Salve, friend.
Time loop.
What? Oh.
Duli is dying. Rufius has been threatening Virgil.
Poor Virgil.
I need you to stop Fabia from entering the empty shrine. And Malleolus is a fraud. Now go. Hello, Rufius.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Still haven't found Scintilla. I think there's 2 missing people I haven't found.
We're fine. Wait, is that?
I'm in a hurry. May I have the key to the upper cistern?
I think it's best if I hang on to it.
Why?
You mean to ask, why am I unwilling to trust a newly arrived non-citizen with access to our water supply, the lifeblood of this city? I'm sorry, but that is simply out of the question.
I need it for my investigation. I think you're hiding something.
Our water supply. From you. I wasn't born yesterday.
I did steal the bow.
Poisoning a city's water supply is
but we turned the lights off,
codex.
and we like swapped the bow.
Aeneas the Tactician wrote a siegecraft manual for military commanders some 300 years ago, recommending the poisoning or pollution of cisterns. And I'm beginning to wonder if the culprit we're looking for might, after all this, be you. Perhaps it was a mistake on my part to place so much trust in you.
Uh-oh. You can trust me.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, was there something else?
Who's gonna break the golden rule?
What is it? Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else.
Senji's kind of looks like the president of my division. Oh my god. Do you actually live inside this game?
When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible,
Hakun's the main character.
You will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never
I was wondering what all those golden statues in the break room were for.
The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently...
This is that Skyrim mod made into a game, right? Blurst, I have no idea. Is that a thing?
Then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself.
Okay.
So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break the golden rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand?
Yes.
Excellent. So it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Different statues, my company's mascot, amazing. I'm gonna ask you some questions. I don't need any of these.
Good. Now, was there something else you wanted to discuss?
Do I care?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
It is. What's a decurion?
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
How'd you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
How'd you come to be magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but
yeah, that looks like a character from My Friendly Neighborhood.
Hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
You know a way out of here?
If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not the Golden Rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
Sure, fine, whatever. I'd better get back to it.
I'll be waiting here for news.
Okay. So I did send Galerius to do all the thingies. So I could do the election route.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Oh, well.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Wonder how much one of these Hello there, friend.
You'd never believe
Well,
me.
take-
It's not for
Oh,
sale.
well, let me know if you change.
Who you gonna go for?
Send me a-
Let's.
Certainly. Very well.
Oh, I have to wait. This is so obnoxious.
Any new challengers are nominated by nightfall. Sentius will be re-elected magistrate by default.
Actually, I'd like to nominate myself, if that's all right.
Of course, Galerius. That's your right.
That's your
Citizens,
right.
the election will proceed.
Salve again, friend. How is it?
Just a lucky guess. I'm reliving the same day over and over.
You're toying. You're a bit like Sisyphus.
Remind me who that is?
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart he was forced to forcing him to start. Actually, now that I think about it, Tantalus was made.
Okay, this is fine.
Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me.
Thanks,
So,
Galerius.
I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help. Oh, and I'm in the running for
I have a feeling you'll do great.
That's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right?
So that's true, Galerius,
and
actually.
if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
Thanks, Galerius. I'm gonna go buy your election victory.
Whatever's in that great Hello? Well. Oh well.
Who you gonna go for?
Yeah? Certainly. Pleasure doing business. Very well.
Goodbye. Okay, we should be good now. I just have to find the lady. She keeps fucking running off. Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
A new let we hug, sis, and find so as I if the truly that is strange. There are no rivers here.
Upper cistern.
Right. You might let me know.
Okay, well, that didn't work out. So let's get back to it. I want to talk to you again. Do I keep goofing? Here we go. Okay.
It'll be why.
Can we start the election now?
Said.
No conflicts. Let's do it. Surely it goes fine this time. Maybe I need to tell Malleolus to get lost.
To elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
Okay, well. Something tells me the same thing is going to happen, but it's just going to be slightly different because Galerius will have won. I wonder if the election is like a red herring. Did you tell current magistrate about Duke's up and out? No, it wasn't an option. I wonder if they're gonna have a conversation. Or if they're just gonna stand here and wait. Yeah, they're just gonna wait.
A body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperius, nominee Gallus Galerius.
Might as well grab this money while I wait.
Earlier today, as agreed, we shall select with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Dacius.
Galerius.
There we go.
The man who put a stop to the threats I've been receiving. Galerius.
Ulpius.
Galerius, the man who saved my life.
Very nice.
Ulpius.
The man who treated my rheumatism. Galerius.
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Gallus Galerius Helver.
What?
It has been decided. Magistrate Galerius, would you like to make a brief address?
I just want to say, this isn't something I ever wanted.
You asked
now
to be
that
nominated.
You put your trust in me, I'm going to do everything I can not to let you down. I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here. But I promise you, there will be changes. My first order is that Duli is to be freed. Horatius, release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait, do I need to say please? I suppose not. That's it. You can all get on with your day. Nothing else to see here. Move along.
Hell yeah. You're free. Duli, I freed you. Duli! Hurry up, Horatius. I have a key to get from Duli. Two things. Duli has two things I want.
Fortune smiles on you today, Julius. Magistrate Galerius here has ordered your release.
You're going to let me out of here?
I'm sorry it took so long, my friend. And it wouldn't have happened at all if it wasn't for a newcomer. So be sure to offer your thanks when you can.
I will. I will.
What if Duli like immediately breaks the golden rule?
So happy.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Why don't you go to the baths? Then tell Georgius I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, Duli.
Hello? I'm Duli. Magistrate Galerius said I should thank the newcomer. Are you the newcomer?
Mm-hmm. That's me.
Oh, it is you. Then, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're a big helper. I was locked up, but they let me out again. I'm so happy.
That's good. You're welcome.
You can have my shiny plaque if you want.
I already took it.
Maybe you can help me find my treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after me, and he said he always would.
Duli's my favorite himbo of this game.
But before that, he told me if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious.
Mm-hmm. What was it?
He gave me a key to the cisterns and told me to keep it safe. He said there's something very precious.
Give me the key, Duli.
Please help me find it. Please. I had to keep it a secret until I found someone I could trust.
I'll help you.
Oh, thank you. Here's the key.
That's a big progress moment. The entry must be around there somewhere. I've already seen it, actually.
In the cisterns, way up high, Hannibal said.
I got you, Duli.
Oh, look over there. Something shiny. Is it treasure? Maybe it is treasure. I could see it for myself. So pretty. And it's just lying out here in the open. Maybe nobody wants it.
Duli.
Maybe no one will mind if I
Duli's about to break the golden rule.
take it.
Ready?
Don't you dare.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Innocent people.
I believed in you, Duli. You can't hit me. Have you died yet? Yeah, I died once. Not me having to unlock. Oh. 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 Yeah, Duli caused this. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Healed statue? Yeah, it's a long story. Someone was trying to release the people that were trapped in the statues by removing all the gold. And, yeah. Not the vibe. Okay, well, we found another missing person. So that's cool. I was just curious if you could do anything like after that happened. I need you to take care of some things. Now go. And I am gonna go release whoever that is down there. Like a banana. Exactly.
Greetings and salutations.
Isn't there a third person who's missing? Really stubborn grapefruit. Oh god. This is a third-person game. I can't believe you just said that to me. That door is busted. Oh, that's probably a way out. Oh, her tears. These are her tears.
Who are you? Did he send you?
I'm Nico and nobody sent me.
Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back.
What's going on here?
I'm Centilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever. Or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
Who did this to you?
Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him.
How hasn't this broken the golden rule?
I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either.
Fucking, I knew it was Sentius. Where is the way out?
Behind me. There's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key.
What will you do if I release you?
I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want
Scintilla.
out. Help me.
There's another way.
We can escape together.
What about the others?
There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say?
Imagine me and you. I want to see every ending, so...
Oh, thank you. Now follow... Wait. Did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
I have a fucking bow.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
You're human garbage, you know that?
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really. If you'd just done what you were supposed to, you'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb, Al.
Damn. You remember Al?
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything.
Oh shit.
You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next.
Who's Al?
Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know.
He's been playing dumb this whole time?
Noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules.
I am more willing to break the rules.
He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled.
Yeah, at the very beginning of the game, Karen told us to go in and find a guy named Al.
I finally saw the futility of it all. As you're about to, it broke him.
And when we came in, Al was
A
dead.
jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly.
Thank you.
I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Just the 8? Not a lot compared with Al.
Oh, he keeps count. That's kind of cool.
Every day, nonetheless. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do with that?
She just appeared. So you asked me to figure out who's going to break the golden rule, knowing I would fail every time. You knew there was a way out. No. Why?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this.
Oh, brother.
My title, my beautiful villa.
Is she gonna do it?
The sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to
That sounds
enjoy
awful,
it all
dude.
over and over again. For eternity. Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely. To cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself?
So you asked me? Yeah.
Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable. Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this. But where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity. As I told you the first time we met, I found a way to cheat death. By reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust.
Let's see you cheat your way out of this.
Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow?
I could, but I'm gonna let her have this one.
Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
The reach. She took the key.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Do it.
Come on, we have to go.
Let's do it.
What's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Oh. Forgot about that. Forgot about that.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fray.
Uh-oh.
Thought I was in here alone.
Uh-oh.
I'm Al.
I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Nico. I was hoping you'd know who I am.
Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kinda rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name.
Wait, maybe we can still get out. Maybe because she got the key. It's on the ground or something.
Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city.
Maybe she left.
And turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
That was me.
What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago. I'm not sure I understand.
When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
I still have the suicide note.
Let me see that.
God, let me see
why
that.
Does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
It was written by a different version of you.
I'm not following.
It helps Scintilla kill the man who opened a time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Yes. Now you're getting it.
I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's a lot to take in.
How about we get out of this place?
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it.
It's right here in the cistern. Come on, Al. Al? Where'd Al go? Uh-oh. Oh.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lowered into this temple.
Good idea.
Go on ahead, and I'll be there soon.
I went to work at the shoe store. God. Well, we got another ending. What's up, Karen?
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I found him. He'll be here in a moment.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much.
Oh, they changed your name. That's cool.
I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
I discovered your real name is Karen, or was it Kurti?
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Who are you really?
You can just call me Caroline, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first
That's
met.
creepy.
I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
That's fair. What truth is that?
That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here.
Mm-hmm.
My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
Mm-hmm. How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Yes, I want to know.
As you wish. You were murdered.
By
You
Al.
were falsely accused of a terrible crime, and fled into the wild to evade your accusers. On your final night, you were offered sanctuary in the cottage of a stranger who gave you food and money, including, by accident, a coin of ancient origin.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you were apprehended and attacked by authorities. Your host leapt to your aid. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed.
Was it Al?
And you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done.
Is that why it's called Al?
At the scene, and you followed a few hours later.
My ally?
That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin called Karen's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
What's so special about these coins?
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferryman for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
Mm-hmm. Why?
That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible, in light of the path you have chosen.
Dang.
I am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the coins on you and Al were the last of the 1,000 in existence.
Interesting.
There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Whoa. Can you return us to the land of the living?
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was...
People keep asking that, RJ, and I do not know.
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here,
Take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Sentia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Duli, and the others. But please understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the consequences of my actions, and all I can do is move forward, trying to show others the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not be for nothing. Scintilla.
Cool.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Ferry us home. Ending 2 of 4. Let's go.